My other YouTube channel, 100% Zelda, was featured as Gaming Creator on the Rise, it got monetized in 3 months, and today I'd love to share with you the things I did prior to making that YouTube channel. There were so many things that motivated me, prepared me, and helped me with a great start on my YouTube journey. So I hope you can take these things and use them for yourself so you can be successful on your YouTube journey. Hi YouTube, I'm Nico, and I'm just a regular guy who did pretty well on YouTube. So if you're interested in the things that I've done or the things that I'm doing, I hope you consider subscribing or at least checking out the channel. I think there are 5 general things that I did prior to making my YouTube channel, and the first thing is to find my niche. Now, I didn't necessarily look for a niche, I had one in mind, but I want to share with you the reasons I chose this niche, and maybe it can help you find yours or use it for yourself. My other channel is called 100% Zelda, and if you didn't guess, it's 100% about Zelda. I used to watch lots and lots of videos on Zelda, and I needed to help myself find some stuff, learn how to do things, or I would look up things that are interesting. So if you find yourself looking up things that are interesting that you can do the research yourself and pass along the message to your audience, that might be a good idea for you. When I was looking up some stuff, there were things that I needed, and I did find those videos. However, sometimes the videos took either too long to get to the point, or they really weren't good videos, so I told myself I could do it myself. In a future video, I'll talk about the things that I include in videos to make sure people get what they want when they're watching the video. Another reason I chose Zelda is because, well, there's more than 20 games and Nintendo will probably never stop making them, but even if they did, people still play those older games. So I think I have material that I could work on for a really long time. So whatever niche you use, just know that there's probably an audience for it. The only thing you need to make sure you do is add value to that audience. Now, before I move on to the next part, you might be thinking, how can I use a niche that's already been used a lot? My biggest argument to that is that there are lots of brands that make the same thing. There's lots of content that entertain the same way, but the only leverage you have over those people is yourself. So go start that channel and just be you. The next thing I did was to educate myself, and I continued to do that. Whenever I needed help, I YouTubed it. I YouTubed how to edit videos, how to make a thumbnail, how to do YouTube reviews and comparisons on things that I wanted to buy, specific questions for equipment or software that I had, but most importantly, I researched a lot. I researched all the things that I wanted to do for the videos that I was making. I like to make sure I get as much information as I can, so that way I can add as much value as possible to the videos that I'm making. And speaking of YouTube videos, the next thing I looked for was how to make a channel banner. The other videos said the channel banner has to be an advertisement of your channel, and it should express what your channel is about at first glance. I knew my YouTube name was good enough, so I just had to add it to my channel banner. But how the heck do you make a channel banner? After YouTubing it a couple times, it brought me to a website called Snappa. This website just guided me on how to do a YouTube banner. It gave the correct amount of pixels and all that stuff. So all I had to do was I got a picture from the game, I put my channel name in front of it, and I had a channel banner. The point that I'm making is that if you have a problem or you need something, just look it up and you can figure it out yourself. Next is my profile picture. This was a little difficult because I'm not any kind of designer. So what I did was I looked up other YouTube channels and looked at their profile pictures to get some ideas. And there are 3 things that I noticed. You can either have your picture, like your face, you can have a logo if you can figure out how to make one, or you can use initials. So I went with initials because that sounded easier, but the way I added a little flavor is I used the text from the video game. And finally, the most difficult, but the most proudest thing that I came up with is the channel name. The YouTube videos tell me that the channel name should describe what the channel is about, or it could be your name, like this channel. But what I've noticed is that the channel name should be easy to type, easy to read, and easy to remember. I searched all over YouTube to get some inspiration or ideas for a channel name. There are many channel names that don't have the niche in its name, but I wanted one. And naturally, I went with the name 100% Zelda. I felt like a genius. So number 1, it is something that people do in video games. They 100% them. 2, it is something that people might search for even if they're not looking for my channel. And number 3, it really is very obvious what the channel is about. So those are the 5 things that I did prior to making my YouTube channel. The next few videos will be basically what I've done at the beginning of my YouTube journey. So if you like this video, I hope it helps. Give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, you're curious about some of the stuff that I did, or you have some ideas of things that I should do, let me know in the comments. Can't wait to help you on your YouTube journey, and I'll see you next time. There were so many things that motivated me, prepared me, and helped me with a great start to my YouTube journey. So here,